Your dispatcher spends 2 to 3 hours every single day manually scheduling 40 appointments. Meanwhile, AI can do the entire week 200 plus appointments in just 2 minutes. I'm not even exaggerating. That's a 96% reduction in the scheduling time, and that's just the beginning. Today in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how AI dispatching works, the common mistakes we at FieldCamp often see people making, and why companies using our AI dispatcher or any AI dispatcher see a 30 to 40% increase in the jobs that the same team used to do. Here's what I'm seeing that is happening at service companies right now. Dispatchers are getting overwhelmed. They are starting to see a board full of jobs, trying to figure out which tag goes where throughout the day, playing chess, and they are basically guessing. And it's not their fault. Think about what we are asking them to do. They need to consider, let's say, a team of 15 to 30 technicians, 40 to 80 jobs per day, skill requirements, customer time windows, or customer wants a morning slot, evening slot. There's various zones that your expanded business services, emergency calls coming in constantly, and overtime rules, all at the same time. A computer scientist would tell you this is a combinatorial optimization problem. There are literally thousands of possibilities and sometimes millions of possible ways to schedule your techs on any given day. Your dispatcher is picking one of, let's say, a million options and hoping it's close to the optimal. The result? Jobs assigned to the wrong technician. Your plumber is sent to, for example, a HVAC job. Emergency calls scheduled days out while the routine maintenance gets priority. Tech driving 100 miles a day because of poor routing. Customer time windows are totally getting ignored. Customers are getting pissed, and basically your Google reviews are declining like the crash. Now, what does an AI dispatching mean, or what does an AI dispatcher mainly do? So, and what is it different than the human dispatcher? So think of it as having a super smart dispatcher who can consider 10,000 scheduling options per second and always finds the best one, the best tech that can go to a best job. Here's how it works in the most simple terms. So there's step 1. You would ideally input your customer appointments and technician availability. There's step 2. You pass it to the AI, and the AI optimization engine analyzes thousands of possible schedules simultaneously. Step 3. It outputs the best possible schedule that maximizes various factors while maximizing the efficiency, respecting the business rules that you configured. And step 4, and this is the key, it continuously adjusts. So FieldCamp's AI dispatcher, for example, adjusts every 10 minutes. As new jobs come in throughout the day, a higher priority job should be put on during the top half of the day, and the lower priority can be pushed into the later of the week if that's what's needed. So when the emergency call comes at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, the system immediately finds the nearest qualified tech and inserts them into the schedule, automatically pushing non-urgent jobs to later slots or tomorrow. Your dispatcher isn't replaced because of this. They are upgraded. Instead of doing the mental math on routing, they are handling the customer relationships and making judgment calls that actually require human intuition and communicating with the technicians. The AI handles the math. We didn't hire the dispatcher to do the math, but to handle the human aspect of it. So let me break them down and how AI eliminates each and every one of them. So the first one, basic one, skill mismatches. This happens all the time. Your plumber gets, as I said, sent to a non-plumbing job because they were closest, for example, or your basic tech gets sent to a job that requires a EPA certification, or they are a valued client where an experienced person shall go. Now you have got a callback, an unhappy customer, and a wasted truck roll. And here's how AI will handle it. You define each technician's skill, like HVAC, plumbing, EPA certified, whatever certifications that they have. Then for each job, you specify what's required. The AI treats skill matching as what we call a hard constraint. It will never assign a job to an unqualified tech, period. Doesn't matter anything else, the techs need to be qualified if they want to be assigned by the AI dispatcher. Emergency HVAC repair comes in, the system automatically finds the nearest HVAC certified tech with EPA certification and schedules them. This means 100% skill match accuracy, zero mismatches. The second problem which we see is poor priority management. When everything feels urgent, everything is piling up, nothing gets prioritized correctly. The dispatcher is scrambling, true emergencies are ending up scheduled days out, while routing maintenance are just getting pushed in, as I said earlier. And AI uses 4 priority level system: emergency, urgent, standard, and routine. And any job falls under any of these 4 buckets, and then based on the priority, AI dispatcher will prioritize it. And we are seeing companies go from 40% CMD emergency scheduling to 95%, and that's a 137% improvement. Now, mistake number 3, ignoring the time windows. Customers love when you are there, when you're committed. Customers say they want Thursday between 10 and 2 in the afternoon. Your dispatcher books them, but then the day gets busy, some emergency comes up, and that person ends up going at 4 or 5 in the evening, and the customer is angry, they are not satisfied, they've been waiting, they came early from their job, and this just leads to a bad experience. AI treats customer time windows as soft constraints. So what that means, it tries incredibly hard to honor them. That's actually a penalty system. So what does that mean is basically, if a time window of the customer out of let's say 100,000 option is violated in 50,000 of them, that means it will assign a negative score to the 50,000 of them and a positive score to the rest 50,000. And the rest 50,000, there is the one slot which will be chosen from that. But here's the smart part. If it's mathematically impossible to hit that window, the AI schedules the next best alternative and flags it to the AI dispatcher, and you will just see something like a outside the time window, please confirm with the customer. Mistake number 4, zone violations and territory chaos. Your tech John only covers North Phoenix, customer calls from South Phoenix, your dispatcher trying to fill a gap sends John anyway. Now is John driving like 45 minutes extra, burning fuel, hard-earned money is gas, and while your Southern Phoenix tech Sarah has a light and easy day. AI lets you define the service zones, assign the right people to each zone, and that also acts as a soft constraint similar to the customer time windows, and there are penalties for something that is outside the zone. And mistake number 5, workload imbalance. Without AI, your schedule might look like, hey, Monday there is 25 jobs, Friday has only 8 jobs. Some techs are slammed with the overtime and you are paying them money over time, while others are twiddling their thumbs. What our AI dispatcher can do, they can balance the workload across days. So Monday it can be 18, Tuesday 17, Wednesday 16, Thursday 17. But there's usually a balance throughout the week, which is smooth, predictable, and fair business. And it respects overtime rule for each technician. You can say that I don't go anything more than 2 hours, which can reduce your overtime cost by approx like $3,000 for a 10 tech company. Now, how do I get started? So here's what I would recommend. First, track your current numbers for 1 week. Average drive time per tech, number of callbacks, missed appointments, emergency response time, skill dispatches. We love to talk to people who come to us with a defined problem, because we can't help someone who just says, please solve dispatching for us. And then you look at your technician data. You say, hey, do I have the skills documented? Do I have the shift schedules? Do I have the foundation to train this AI dispatcher to make the decisions for me? And then you do that, you calculate the opportunity cost. What would 30 to 40% jobs increase mean? Or what would drive time reduction by 35% mean? And basically, once you have all this, and if you are like, hey, I want to see how AI dispatcher can help my company, there is a link in description. You can reach out to us, book a demo, and we'll show you optimization running on your actual field service data for free. We are going to run our AI dispatcher on your data for a week, and then you can see how it helps out. And our AI dispatcher, you are mostly operational with it in like 2 or 3 weeks. But here's the bottom line. Your dispatcher isn't the problem. The problem is we are asking humans to solve a math problem that requires evaluating 10,000 options per second. AI doesn't replace your team, it gives them superpowers. Assume 200 appointments scheduled in 2 minutes. That's not the future. We are doing it today and we would love to talk to you. Please reach out to us. Thank you.